Happy holidays, guys. Sometimes I think that as you heal, it can seem a little harder. It might get a little rougher. It seems like the healing just hurts more than it should for some reason, and it takes so long. The struggle is real. It's real. The up and down is real. The roller coaster of emotions are so real. Yeah, trust me, I already know. You are now a big problem. And you're now even in a bigger problem than you probably thought you were, because once that mask comes off of a narcissist, the narcissistic abuse kind of rises. Yeah, it's really weird and freaky. Thank you guys for the gifts in advance. Appreciate you, Natasha. It's really, really freaky. That's why I said it's like, yo, those that know about that healing journey, man, my heart goes out to you. My heart goes out to you wherever you're at, however you're feeling. I know it all. The craziness, the sadness, the madness. Oh, the anger is the biggest part. It's the anger. Move, mama. Move, mama. Go sit down. The anger is the biggest part, because you become angry that this happened to you. It's like getting scammed out of everything you've ever worked hard for. You know, because a lot of times narcissistic people attack people who have worked hard, who have been working hard, people who are doing the best they can in life to keep their own self up. And then they come and they kick you down like that. And then you're looking around like, dang, like, why is my life like this? Like, is it me? And a lot of people beat themselves up. They think it's them. You getting therapy and you doing all this stuff and it ain't working because you ain't the problem. Or at least it ain't working the way you want it to, or you expected it to, because you don't have the problem. You're the one that was victimized, and you're showing the residual, the aftermath. You symbolize the results of dealing with this person you dealt with, this parent, this partner, whatever. You know? Yes, it's a fight that you did not know even existed. It is a fight we didn't know existed. That's why we have to forgive ourselves for any blame, any ounce of guilt. I'm pretty sure if you had the knowledge that you have now, you would have done things very differently. You probably would have walked away a long time ago. So absolutely, a fight we didn't even know existed. That's why now that we know what we know, we are a big problem, a huge problem. We are a big problem. We've become a villain because we're against everything the narcissist is for. Gaslight, manipulate, repeat. Use, misuse, abuse. You know? And we take our power back, and now we're the ones that are the problem. Now we're traitors. We're disloyal. We think we know it all. We're cocky. Now we think we're going to make it without them. You know, it's crazy. We've become a big problem because our eyes are open. We're woke. The game is over. There's so much exposure happening now. Narcissists can't stand too much of a chance at this point. There's so much exposure to the playbook that now we are reintroducing, or maybe we are finally introducing our playbook. They forced us to really create one. We were being so realistic and raw with life, but we see, most people out here faking it till they make it. So we gotta move with caution. We gotta move with discernment. We gotta use wisdom. So our playbook has manifested and it's quite different. It's full with some electromagnetic things that nobody was expecting. So you're hated. You look so smart now. And if you're thriving, they really can't stand you because you look better than you did before. You are a big problem now. Calvin Love says the anger is the part I'm afraid to release. Woo, don't be afraid to release it. Just be mindful of how you release it. But you have to release it because that anger isn't going nowhere. If you don't release that anger, it's going to build up and turn into some type of health problem for you. And I would hate for you to, destroy your body, your mental anymore by holding on to that anger. It has to be released. Go to the gym, take on boxing classes, buy yourself a punching bag at home. Something. Start going out for walks. Get you a mannequin doll and imagine it's the person who hurt you and just beat its ass every day. Get a bat and just bash it every day. Just joking, but maybe I'm not. The anger almost took me out. Woo! The anger. If you're not careful, that anger will steer you in a even worse direction. It'll have you making really foolish decisions for yourself because you're angry. It'll have you fall right into another narcissistic trap because you're angry. If you're not careful with the anger, you will fall right back in it or into another one. Because guess what, guys? Demons thrive off of anger. That's how they get us. When we're all discombobulated and we're reacting negatively and we're thinking about revenge and we're seeking revenge and we're huffing and puffing trying to blow everybody's house down because they did us wrong. The devil be like, yep, that's how I want you right there. I want your heart to be hardened. Yeah. I want you to think dark thoughts. Yeah. I want you to get jiggy with it. Yeah. Bring it on. They love that. They'll play on your thoughts. They'll play with your head. And when you go through narcissistic abuse, the more you hang on to anger, the harder it is to heal. The biggest part of healing is learning how to release the anger. Because if you stay mad forever, you'll never release it enough to be okay for yourself mentally. And don't get me wrong, you have every right to be upset. Forget upset, that's an understatement. You have every right to be angry. Every right to be angry. You were done so wrongly. A lot of you, this is not even just a partner. This is someone who gave birth to you, probably. Your children. Whoever the person is, they caused a great deal of pain. The type of wound that takes so much work to heal. And part of that work is finding something to do with that anger. It's going to come up throughout the rest of your life while you are healing past this. The anger, the emotions, they're going to flare up because you'll have triggers. Things will happen. People will say stuff. You're going to see things. You're going to be reminded of things. The narc is going to pop up after 5-10 years after you thought they were gone. It'll throw you off. You got to be ready for it. So part of the work is learning how to manage these emotions. Becoming a winner who can regulate the emotions that comes as an attack of surviving narcissistic abuse, because the emotions are attacks. After dealing with a narcissist, everything you're feeling is like attacks. It's like spiritual attacks, the nightmares, the panic attacks, the ruminating. All of this crap is demonic to me. It's like you're fighting their demons off of you. That's literally at least how it felt for me. I don't know about anybody else. If you agree, if you're watching this replay or if you're in the chat, let me know you agree with that. Hit that like button or something. But it felt like spiritual warfare, like in the physical. I used to hear the word spiritual warfare, but never embraced it until I lived it. If you've dealt with a narcissist, you've lived, and you've been in that spiritual warfare battlefield zone. You've been there. I truly don't believe spiritual warfare lasts forever, though. I don't. I believe you can conquer it, overcome it, destroy, slay, and break free. Break that curse off your life. That's what I believe. And I think anger is part of that curse, that anger that sits there and just breaks us down and destroys us, makes it hard for you to be in other relationships and all of that. That's crazy. That's crazy. Got you damn near looking narcissistic yourself. That's insane. But that's what narcissistic abuse does. It has you acting like them. Because they play with your sense of self. They play with your self-esteem. They play with your head. They play with your heart. They deceive you. They play with your emotions. And so you're out here acting like a crazy person. You acting delusional. They got you acting delusional. You believe in stuff you should not be believing. Some of you, if you think back to how you looked, how you talked, how you were when you were with a narcissist, you're probably a little ashamed. You probably don't even want to see yourself back then. It's probably hard to look back to those pictures. If you compare it to now while you're healing, you see the complete difference. You were looking like a zombie. You were not yourself. You were not yourself. This thing literally swapped spots with you. Took all of you and gave you all of them. That's why I say surviving this is a big deal. It's a big deal that you're watching these videos, that you're joining these communities, that you're learning what this thing is. It's a big deal. It's life-saving. Life-saving, literally. A lot of people are thriving because they're learning how to become unbothered. The more educated they're becoming, the more unbothered they're learning to be. This is making them a big problem. You're becoming a big problem because of this. How dare you figure it out so well that it doesn't bother you? That's dangerous. How dare you know it so well that you don't allow nobody in? Who can say they have who can say they have embraced isolation because of narcissistic abuse? At first it felt lonely, but now you're grateful for it. You don't want nobody to get a touch of your energy that don't deserve it. You don't want nobody to interrupt your peace because you can't afford it. How many can say that? Yeah, you're a big problem now. You are unnarkable. That's what that means. Untouchable. And if they try it, they will regret it. A lot of them too scared to try it. They too scared to try it. They too scared. You want to know how a narcissist acts when they know they just can't come back? They smear your name. They smear your name. They know they've burnt that bridge with you. They're aiming to ruin you. They're aiming to ruin you however they can. They're looking to assassinate your character because they know you are finished. They're going to try to influence everyone in your life, everyone that possibly know you or don't know you. They're going to try to influence them as much as they can to have them look at you sideways. Somebody said worked so hard for 58 years to get her approval only to realize she doesn't deserve me. Stronger than the storm 2024. I'm glad you know you're stronger than the storm. Keep thriving. You're free now. The isolation feels good though. Don't it, brown skin for the win? Oh my God. The isolation feels good. Grateful for it. Grateful for it. Shout out to all of you that have done the walk away in 2024. Even though it was hard, you did it. You're doing it. You're a big problem now. You are a big problem now. If they're not pissed off, they're trying to beg you back. They're trying to find a way to get you back. It's holiday season. You either getting dropped by a narcissist or they're trying to pick you up. One or the other. You either getting discarded or you getting love bombed right now. That's the season we're in because it's lonely season for those empty souls. There's a lot going on. This is when probably some of the craziest things happened in their life. So they ain't really doing too good right now. They ain't doing too good right now. They're doing a lot of strategizing. They getting ready to, surprise you with a new supply and a baby next fall because they working on it right now. Man, it's all kind of crap going on. CeeLo, funny, I learned my mom is a narcissist while dealing with my ex-boyfriend that's a narcissist. Sometimes that's typically how it goes. Sometimes it takes for you to recognize your friendships and relationships, and then you connect it back to your own parent. You're like, oh, this is so familiar. You are just like my mother. You are just like my father. You remind me of my brother. Y'all are in the same narcissist club. Somebody said I walked away 3 years ago. Best decision for my mental health. Ooh, I love it. They are mirroring you, guys. They are mirroring you right now. That makes so much sense because he is showing interest in things that I used to talk about. I mean, come on. Come on. They are mirroring you, guys. They are mirroring you right now. That's how big of a problem you are. They're still mirroring you. They're mirroring you to somebody else right now. They're mirroring you to themselves, trying to make themselves believe that they're really a good person, that they really tried, that they fought for you, and that it's your loss. Like they are really, really talking to themselves the way you need to talk to yourself, honestly. They got some real crazy confidence. They got some big balls, y'all. Pressure make diamonds 93. You should be scared. You should be scared. If you're talking about a narcissist and you're talking about they want another chance, you should be scared. There is no another chance. There is no another chance. Don't even make that an option. If you believe this person is a narcissist, don't put yourself in that teeter-totter mode where it's like, should I stay or should I go? Just go. Just go and run with it. Because it gets worse every time you go back. It gets worse every time you go back. You're going to regret it more every time you go back. You're going to destroy yourself more every time you go back. And it's going to make healing feel damn near impossible because you keep going back. There is no another chance. You should be scared. The fact that you said that just tells you there is no other chance. Why would I be if I'm scared, the only option is to go. The scariest monster in the world is a narcissist. And if you've ever seen one, you are scared straight, and that's me. You ain't gotta scare me 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Scare me once and I'm gone. Because a lot of us can say we were in that cycle. It took us 7, 10 times to leave that narcissist. If it was worth giving a chance to, it wouldn't have took that many damn chances. Every time we went back, they changed in 5 seconds. As soon as you thought, oh, we're going to be good this time. Oh! Surprise. They were like, just kidding. You ready for round 10? Seriously. Got to a point where you accept a hoover and within a couple hours or a couple days, you regret it, but you can't even say nothing because you done promised them to be back with them and you done said, I love you again and all that. Now you back in it deep. How you going to leave this time? That's how it feels with a narcissist. Oh my God. It's not a fun ride. If you can get off of it, stay off of it. Because they are nuts. And they get nuttier about you. The more chances you give them, the more they think they can just nut you out. Like you will end up in a mental house dealing with a narc. And they will be somewhere feeling good about it. Like, I got another one. Who's next? They will love the fact that you're broken and pale and wearing that white straight jacket like that. Because you took their spot. They know it should have been them. So it's like, I gotcha. Like that little evil little clown. That's why I call them demon babies. I gotcha. That's all. I can see it and I can hear it in my head. Because how many of us can say, man, during that experience, when I was feeling down and looking down and maybe looking my worst, that damn narc was actually looking pretty good. They were smiling and la 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 around and yeah, because they took all of your energy. Take your power back. Yep. All those empty promises. Gets worse each time. They add 30 more to the list. And they already owed you 90. There's always an excuse for why they can't do something and won't do something. They'll spin you in circles before you know it. Oh my God, you've been with this person for 25 years. And they still talking about what they will do, want to do, but can't do. Are you serious? What? Nah, take your power back. Be that big problem. Start saying no. Stop answering that phone. Stop responding to those text messages. Y'all got to realize narcissists are big bullies. If you let them, they'll bully you to stay on that phone. They'll bully you to respond to their messages. They'll bully you to keep having conversations. They'll bully you to just be friends when you don't want to be with them no more. They'll bully you to keep you in their trap. You got to be brutal and thorough, direct with your cutoff. It's not for play. It got to be mean. There's no other way. You got to be cold with it. You got to let them feel it. You got to hit that ego and make it splatter, shatter. It's so fragile. It probably going to splatter. It's like water. It's fragile like a mirror too. So it'll shatter, it'll splatter, it'll do all the above. But it ain't going to stand. They going to be feeling weak. They going to be mad. The narcissist gets mad when they become weak. You weaken them when you walk away. You weaken them when you boundary up. You weaken them when you can look them in their face and not be bothered. You weaken them when you don't want them no more. You weaken them when you make them irrelevant. A lot of y'all have become a big, big problem to those narcs, man. They messed around and lost some stuff messing with you. They messed around and went to jail messing with you, man. Like, man, listen. Messed around and got put on that child support. Messed around and got left with them bills by themselves. Man, all kind of stuff. Messed around and got to walk to work because that was your car. Messed around, got to lay on their mama couch because that was your house. Okay? Messed around, had to call their sister to come get them. Man. Lost it all. Messing with a real one. Too bad, so sad. Your jaw gonna hang open once those secret files come out. Once them secret files come out, your jaw will drop open. You're going to find out this person had 4 back burner phones. Every time they told you they was going to work or they were traveling, they were with somebody they're married to. I mean, it was always something. Always. They be sitting in somebody's jail cell somewhere. Some of us, we justice type people. You ain't gonna mistreat us and get away scot-free. We just not about that life. Like we gonna be a big problem. Some of y'all, you have to show that narc. You ain't nothing like their exes. You treat everybody like a supply and like a victim. Okay, well, look, I woke up to it. I done figured it out. So our exit gonna be different. Our ending gonna be different. It's gonna end way different with me and you. You gonna remember me. You gonna hate me. I'll be the bad guy. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Sorry I'm such a bitch to your narcissistic, manipulative BS. All right, sue me. Cry me a river. You're thriving through the holidays. If you're not and you're looking for someone to help you navigate life after this or through this, please reach out. I'll be honored to speak with you. And I also have other contact information, WhatsApp and other platforms for you guys to check me out at. Shout out to you guys. Thank you so much, thrivers and survivors. I appreciate you all. Much love, everyone. Take care. Until next time. All right, guys. Bye.